Alright guys, so today I'm going to talk about the setting that I still haven't ever touched yet really, unless I was saying I was playing on like the lowest one for like aiming, right? For like getting my for like practicing playing on 0.1. But other than that, I've never touched any of the custom sensitivities, and there is a reason for that. Alright, and I do think overall custom sensitivity is a bad thing just because it makes it more confusing for newer players who are just getting the game. They want some, good settings down, and now they have more diversity and things that they can customize into their settings. And the more settings we have, the more things that we need to tweak to see if we actually become better with them, if we become worse with them, and things like that, right? And the main problem that I see with custom sensitivity is that a lot of people, right, they always want the best settings for movement and aim. They want to have the best movement in the entire world, be able to do the 360s and just like slide cancel. But then they also want to have the best accuracy in the world to be able to hit every single shot. All right. And there is no sensitivity in this game that's going to make you be the best in both categories. You can't have the same speed as a 20 cents player, but then have the same exact accuracy as somebody who plays like 4-4 or 5-5, right? With the custom sensitivity, a lot of people, they have this illusion, right, where they're like, oh, okay, well, now that I can tweak my sensitivity a little bit more, then I can have that perfect sensitivity where I can hit all my shots, and then have the best movement in the entire world. And I don't think there's ever gonna come a game where we can actually have insane movement at the same time of perfect accuracy. All right, there's never going to be a time like that, because we know that for you to have really good movement in any game, right, or a fast movement, you need to play on a super high sensitivity. That's how you get the fastest movement in the game. If I'm playing on like 4-4, 5-5, 6-6, anything like that, I can still have insane movement and be able to do 360s and stuff. But it's definitely not going to be as good as if I was playing like 10-10, because I could have insane movement that way. And my accuracy on like a 6-6 is not going to be as good of accuracy as if I was on 3-3. It's not going to be the same. And with that, problem to where you want the best of both, you want to have insane aim and an insane movement at the same exact time. Custom sensitivity doesn't change that at all. It doesn't, it's not this magical thing that's going to be like, oh, well, now I can get the best perfect aim in the world and then get really good movement at the same time. No, it's still the same thing. All right, your sensitivity, it should be custom to what your playstyle is. Right now, like maybe 5-5 would be like good for like the movement side. If I was to play on 3-3, I would have extremely good accuracy where I could just hit shots and barely have like a high margin of error, right? So it's going to be super hard for me to miss shots, but I won't have good movement. And if I was playing like 5-5, this would be a little bit in between to where I'm able to hit every shot, right? I'm able to hit every shot on 5-5, and my movement is a lot better, but I'm not as crisp with my aim as I was on 3-3. And on top of that, my movement is still not as good as if I play higher, right? So I can't do 360s and stuff. I don't think that's necessary. I think slide canceling and everything is just, a simple move if you're able to just do it fluently instead of having insane movement. But let's just say, like, you want to have, insane 1v4s and be on a 10-10 to the point where you can turn on people super fast, right? Well, then you could be on 10-10, and then when you go to shoot somebody, it's like a higher chance that you're going to miss shots. So you got to be a lot more accurate, a lot more precise, and not miss anything when you're making those micro adjustments with your right stick like that. And overall, yes, like let's just say I want it to be in between 4 and 5. Let's just say 4.5 is my best sensitivity. Like that's where I have amazing aim and I don't want to change it. Let's just say a 1.3 would be a 4.5, right? So if I go to a custom sensitivity and put 1.3, well, now I get to have in between a 4.5, and this is like a little bit more tuned than what I would have before. So custom sensitivity in that way is a good thing. Yeah, I agree. I just think that it does make it more complicated overall, and it still doesn't solve the issue of having really fast movement with really precise aim. You're always going to have that issue because those are different play styles that you can't really fix unless you're like, somebody with insane human reaction speed. It's probably not even human, that can make super small micro adjustments with just a small joystick that you have on your controller. All right, it's It's nearly impossible for a human to be that accurate and respond that fast to people in a lot of intense situations with just a super small micro adjustment and be consistent upon each and every single kill. It's nearly impossible. And people who are able to do that, most likely they're cheating because they either have extra aim assist, aimbot, or they have other things in place to where they can have, insane 360s, pull up and then beam somebody from super far away like that every single kill. That's if that was possible, every single pro player would be playing on an insane sensitivity like 20, but they don't for obvious reasons, right? These insane players who have super fast reaction speeds and are like super educated in the game, and all they do is play Call of Duty, still play on 6.6, 7.7, even 5.5, things like that. Alright, so overall, I wanted to just give you my take on custom sensitivity, on why I do not like it. Yeah, it still could have that advantage to where you can like really try out different sensitivities like a 4.5 or a 5.5. That's understandable, but I think for new players it just confuses them, and it just doesn't solve the issue of just having extreme fast speed for movement and then having perfect aim. All right, you will never get that. You just need to choose which play style that you want. If you want faster movement but less aim, you could do that if you want, or you could be like me where you play on the lower end where you have insane aim. Your movement is harder to do, but it's not the end of the world, because if you have extreme aim and your movement's like not that great, you're still gonna drop a lot of kills. If you have insane movement but your aim sucks, you can't drop insane kills, because when you're versing highly skilled players, you're just gonna hit every shot anyway, so it doesn't even matter. All right, so let's talk about that in this video. I think next video I'm gonna make is gonna be about a little bit more about the linear response curve, because there has been something that has happened, or something that the game isn't really telling us about, that I gotta explain and go over so you guys understand that a little bit. And I have a few more important videos coming up that's gonna explain more about the settings in this game, how I feel about certain settings, and just more of an explanation of certain things, so that you guys understand what you're doing when you actually go into your settings and play the game, so you can have the best experience possible and get a lot of kills, because settings are a huge portion of your kills, and having the right ones are going to make you a lot better player in this game. Also, I want to talk about ranked resurgence for a little bit, because I'm very excited for this. I'm a big resurgence player. That's what my whole channel was solely based on, and it's just going to be amazing that we finally have ranked and resurgence. I never thought that this would come ever, because Warzone got extremely popular in the past, and multiplayer was always a big thing ever since like the earlier Call of Duties, COD 4 and everything like that. It just became super huge, and it was a big part of all of the Call of Duty games, right? So those are always extremely large, and ranked was something to be put in there, because a lot of people play that game. And I never thought that Rebirth or Resurgence would ever be big enough, even though it was like really big in the past. I don't think that Call of Duty would have cared as much as they cared with other game modes, but apparently they do. Apparently they're putting ranked Resurgence in, and it's going to be a really cool experience. Yes, there's going to be a lot of stackers, there's going to be a lot of people holding hands and working more as a team. I don't think that's a bad thing, because in this specific game mode for ranked gameplay, it's more competitive when you have to work together and things like that. And I think if you still want to just solo quad and drop insane kills like I've been doing, obviously I'm not going to be able to do that in this game mode unless I'm like in bronze or silver lobbies and just destroy people there. Like just totally by myself against 4 or 3 other people, because they're going to be like top 250 and Eerie players soon. But you can still do that in the regular Vondel, right? Or Ashika, whatever, Rebirth when it comes out, right? You can still have that public match to where you're able to drop insane kills and just, feel like you're the best player in the entire lobby and things like that. And then you have the specific ranked mode where you could try to prove that you're an insane resurgence player with other teammates, and they have the SR based upon your individual skill now. Yes, you still get assists and stuff like that and points for winning, but if you die, right, your teammate won't get the SR loss that you will get if you die, right? So it's more catered towards individual as well as team SR, and that's going to be a really cool experience that I'm very excited for, and I'm going to play a lot of that when it drops. Now, I have made a second channel in the past. I haven't posted on that in a little bit. Planning on posting on it again and posting a lot more videos, but I am going to be still thinking what I'm going to do with that soon, because I'll still make class setup vids and stuff, but that's probably going to be more ranked gameplay instead of just random 40 bombs on Resurgence, because I haven't posted on that channel because I've been playing non-stop multiplayer ranked. right? I've just been playing straight up multiplayer ranked, and I didn't have as much time to play resurgence to drop insane kills. Because you guys know when I drop insane kills, I'm playing over and over and over to farm like a really good lobby to where I'm able to drop a really high kill with some type of loadout, right? So I haven't been able to do that because I've been playing a lot of ranked. And here, I told you guys my method for getting insane kills, right? Just keep dropping a high. If you die, leave the game, restart over and over. In Resurgence ranked, you can't leave the game because it's ranked. So it doesn't matter if you get a bot lobby, a sweaty lobby, a medium lobby, whatever it is. You can have a lobby full of all top 250 players. You still have to play it out and not die because you're going to lose so much SR if you do die. All right, so that's just going to be a whole new experience for me. And it means I have to be way more consistent in my games and just not die instead of saying, okay, well, I could just keep respawning and keep pushing like the very highly populated areas and versus the best players in the world, take them out the game, and then just farm the bots. Right, so it is a different playstyle that I'm going to have to adapt to and make sure that I still perfect and be extremely good in this game for that. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Very excited for Ranked Resurgence. I know people have some mixed feelings about it. And Fortune's Keep, I personally liked it. I really enjoyed it in the past. And there's some people who are still mixed about it. Some people love it, some people hate it. Heard it was a little bit different. Like they did switch a bunch of things compared to like the really original map that happened in the past. So it's going to be fun, exciting, and at least it's something different, you know, because we do not get a lot of different updates besides like different buffs and nerfs from guns and small game modes that we really don't care about. So I'm really excited for this. All right, so I wanted to say that.